Hey guys, TheBarracuda57 here. For this video I'll be talking about empaths, being empathetic, receptive to other people and their feelings and helping them. I'll also be talking a little bit about not being stepped on and being aware of sociopaths. Not a lot in this video, but it's one of the sections I'll cover. And I'll also talk about how you can't please everybody. So yeah, those are the sections in the video, and I will swiftly talk through them and try and kind of explain it in a way where both abstract and conceptual people will understand and logical, systematic people will understand. As empaths, many NFs are considered to be empaths. We always want to help people again and again, and it's funny because it's kind of like we're orientated naturally that way. We don't know why we do it, we just do it. And it's basically like, you know, if someone's not feeling good, we'll help them. I've explained this in many other videos I've done, so I'm not going to talk about it too much because I'm starting to repeat myself. But by being empaths, we're receptive to emotions, visuals, and kind of like the aura and the presence someone is giving off. We're much more aware of the surrounding energy rather than the kind of internal energy. For example, we're very introverted internal people, but because we're receptive to feeling and because we're receptive to people, because we interact with people visually and emotively, and in many cases we have a high EQ in comparison to IQ. So our emotional kind of awareness is much higher than our intelligence. Anyway, that's for you to search. There's a thing called EQ, or the EQ test, and often empaths, or just generally NFs, have higher EQs than IQs, because IQ is intelligence, which is often logic based, systematic, mathematical, and more kind of black and white for logical types. Anyway, have a search of it on the internet if you want, it's up to you. But as empaths, we often get stepped on quite a lot because we want to help people all the time. And it's funny because, again, it's going on to, this will be flowing into what I'm trying to say about, you can't please everyone, but I'll get to that. But as empaths, we always want to help people, and a lot of people think, oh, why is this guy helping me? I mean, is there a motive to it? Not everyone does this, but there will be people who do that. And it's like, no, it's kind of like, we give a lot of ourselves, but the thing is, it's just we feel good doing it. I mean, not only does it help me, because the environment changes and the energy calms and becomes tranquil and balanced again. So it's helping me feel nice because the energy is back to normal because I've helped you, but at the same time it kind of makes me feel good because I've helped you, and I know that maybe somewhere I'm not doing it, I'm not helping you for the sake of having anything in return. I couldn't care less, but in many cases people return the favor unconsciously anyway. Balance, you give, then you get something back. And I'm not saying that we help for the sake of getting anything back, because many people just assume that anyway, and I'm not saying everyone does that, but people do that. And there's, a few of my friends, I'd help them, and they'd be like, why are you helping me? I'm like, well, if I'm stuck and I'd ask for help, then, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't question why you're helping me. I just think, I think the best of the situation, be like, well, I'm glad at least you're attempting to help me, even though, I'm stuck. A lot of people always think that people who help other people, there's always a motive. There doesn't have to be a motive behind everything. People can just naturally help other people for just helping them. Usually those are the types of people which are quite selfish. They think too much, and they're the types of people who think, oh, now that he's helped me, I have to help him or give him something in return. I mean, if you have that mentality, why do you have that mentality? Just let it be. Don't overthink situations, and just be like, just think the best of everything. Just think, instead of thinking, oh, why is this guy helping me? There's probably a reason why he's doing this, and I'm going to have to return the favour somewhere down the line. Don't think like that. Be more like, you know, oh, that's nice of him to do that. You know, I was really stuck, but, you know, now he's really helped me out. That's really nice of him. And it was nice that he went out of his way to help me when he didn't have to. You know, if you think the best of everything and you don't overthink, you'd be more relaxed and more chilled and not so kind of selfish and analytic. But it's funny because you can't please everyone. But the reason why we help people is because we can feel the energy of the people around us. So if someone is like really stressed, we can literally like look around the room and be like, where's this stress coming from? It's coming from that person over there. I can feel it. He's really tense. And because he's tense, everyone else in the room is quite quiet, and everyone else in the room is quite, you know, like tense as well. And everyone's speaking quite quickly with articulation because, you know, just the flow of the place doesn't feel right. And then you try and help them, obviously, and then it just like balances the energy levels again. That's why we help people, because we can literally feel people's pain and we can kind of relate to them and be like, yeah, I've been in a situation like that. I bet he's stuck with this problem, or he's going through these emotions, or, you know, his parents are having this problem, or, you know, he's dealing with something, you know, socially, you know, there's so many things. But usually we can pick up and be like, okay, recently these events have happened in the past relating to him, so they're probably connected, for example. But the thing is, you can't please everyone. Because we see people's point of view all the time, we always want to be the peacemaker. This happens in families. Usually the INFJ within a relationship is the peacemaker of the couple or in the family. And we always want to balance it. And the thing is, we can see both sides to everything, but if you can see both sides to everything and you accept everything, it sounds like you have no opinion. Have your own opinions. I mean, like, in trying to please everyone, you agree with everyone essentially, and if you're agreeing with everyone all the time, it looks like you don't have an opinion, and you'll just get stepped on because you're a yes man or you're a yes woman, and you're just like, I mean, it's good to be positive, I'm not dulling that down, but be realistic and don't be like saying yes to everyone all the time, because then it'll just look like you have no opinion for yourself. And on top of that, because we're aware of people's energies, and depending on the people we're with, we'll try and meld with their energy, we kind of become those people. Again, it's in another video I say it's chameleonism, and it's a contradiction to who we are, because we want to be authentic and independent, but the thing is, when we're with other people, we become the people we're with, and then when we're by ourselves, only when we're by ourselves we can fully feel natural and who we are, because we're not trying to, you know, link with other people's energies connectedly. But when I was really young, about 10 years old, I had this firm idea in my head, this firm concept that if I try and do the best that I can do, be really positive and help everyone, no one can hate me. Surely by doing good and always helping people and being good, surely no negatives can come to me. And the thing is, it's impossible to please everyone. You can't please everyone. Even if you're a good person, someone might be jealous of you because, you know, you're seen as a good person and they want to be like you, but they're not like you, and therefore they're jealous of you. So you can't please people in that sense. If you try and help people, some people will reject your help. And to be honest, you know, you can't help everyone. Only they can let you in. I mean, you can walk up to their metaphorical house and knock on the door, but if they don't let you in, you know, you can't help them. So you can go up to someone and try and help them, and if they're like, no, I don't want your help, blah blah blah, and then, you know, you really want to help them, but yet you can't because they won't let you. I mean, you can show them the door, but only they can walk through it. So, you know, if they don't let you through, then you can't really do anything about it. Again, you can't please everyone and you can't help everyone all the time. So, you know, because if you try and help everyone all the time, again, it makes you look like a people pleaser, but who cares? And it's also really simple things, like people can nitpick at you, people usually in general, most people are very negative. And they always kind of assume the worst, and they assume bad things when actually they're just overthinking. Another form of people, you know, not being able to please everyone is simple things like we're very extreme introverts, but we're one of the most social introverts. Again, it's a contradiction in itself, but you know, that's for another video. But we like to be by ourselves a lot, because when we're on our own, in our own minds, and there's no one else around us, we can feel ourselves, because we're not trying to be other people. And I'm not saying that we're trying to be other people in a fake way, but I mean it's just naturally we kind of meld with the people that we're with. So when we're by ourselves, we love it, because we rarely get to be fully by ourselves. Because even if someone's in our house, but they're in a different room, I'm still, even though they're in the house, because I'm very people orientated, I'm still focusing on their energy in the house in a different room, even though I'm in a completely different room, which might be 2 floors up. I'm still aware that they're in the house, and because of that I can't fully feel myself. I need to be literally, you know, like a hermit, like a monk, like a medicine man. I need to be fully by myself. You know, introversion, intuition, all those things. But by being by yourself for too long, again, you can't please everyone, because some people will be like, oh, he's got his finger up his arse, or oh, he's one, you know, oh, he doesn't like socializing, that's really boring, or, you know, he likes to be by himself a lot, what a loner. I mean, like, that's really strange, that's really weird. People will always nitpick at you. You can't please everyone. And even if you try and be the best you can be, which is amazing to do, and do not stop doing positive things, helping people, and, you know, thinking the best of everything, you know, that's really good to do, and never stop doing that. Always strive to do that. In the end, just, you know, just don't give a crap. I was recently talking to another INFJ, and literally, you know, he said, we always want to help people, and we're so aware of people, but the thing is, we're so aware of people to the extent where we want to be perfect, and want to always, you know, be good and be the best. And to an extent, yeah, I agree completely with that. And he said, the thing is, you can't please everyone. You can be the best that you can be, but there'll always be negatives out of it. And he said to me, I don't mean that in the sense of giving up, but I mean in the sense that you can't please everyone. And who gives a crap? Because he was saying, when INFJs in general are in the public face, we become the people that we're with, to kind of fit in and to kind of create balance. And actually, in doing that, why should we give a crap what other people think? We don't want to open ourselves up. We don't want to be weird. We don't want to be eccentric, and we don't want to stand out from the crowd, because it really like hurt us when we were young, because no one could relate to us because of how we functioned and thought and did everything. And actually, in doing that, you're just you're internally kind of forcing yourself into like a box when you're in the public face, and you don't feel natural. Now, the only time I've ever fully felt natural is with my best friends, because I don't have to put up my walls. I can just be me, and they don't judge me, and they don't care. And actually, to be honest, you should just do this wherever you go. People judge people all the time. People perceive people all the time, and just, you know, who gives a crap? I mean, even now people are judging me watching these videos, but I don't give a crap. And why should I do that in public? I mean, you know, if you just be yourself, your natural self, the self that you hide inside but don't show to the public face because you're weird, an INFJ, you know, not common, all these things, who cares, to be honest? And if you're happy with yourself, then that's all you need. I mean, you know, just be aware, and be like happy, and be like kind of open. Let it all out. Obviously, you know, slowly. Don't do it all at once, because then it would be such a drastic change. But, you know, let it out slowly and fully be yourself, because then you'll know who truly is your friend, because they'll accept you for who you are fully, rather than you in the sense of being the summary of the energy that you're in and the environment that you're in, is the best I can put it. Basically, guys, the summary of that, you know, a thinker would love me now because I'm literally organising it. 1, you know, you can't please everyone. 2, don't be a yes person. Have your own opinion, and, you know, be resolute in your opinion, and, you know, don't be someone who just says yes to everything and agrees with everyone, because it just looks like you have no opinion for yourself. And 3, be open, and who cares if people think you're different and eccentric. I mean, the thing is, we try and please people all the time to the extent that we can't please ourselves. We're so focused on people around us, we don't focus on ourselves a lot. And you know, if you actually look at yourself and think, goodness me, I'm in a modest way, of course, but I mean in the sense where it's like, you know, I do good, and I always do good, and I always aim to do good, and that in itself is just a brilliant mindset to have. You know, assess yourself and be selfish. I mean, who gives a crap what other people think? And again, I've said many times, because we learn with repetition, you can't please everyone. Now, it's taken me a very long time to understand that, and when I was very young, you know, I aimed to help everyone, but, you know, not everyone can like you. I mean, that's fine. I mean, there's always going to be aspects people won't like about you. You can't be perfect, and we aren't perfect. And if you think you're perfect, then Jesus Christ, get something done with that ego of yours. But, you know, again, who cares what other people think? As long as you're happy with yourself, that's all you need. Thank you guys for watching. This is TheBarracuda57, over and out.